What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right. Victory Monday, Victory Monday. Man, I haven't said that in a while, so it feels good coming off a victory and having a Victory Monday. What can I say? Ravens 24, Browns 29. But it doesn't surprise me. I was telling people yesterday, and I got laughed at, that this would be the one. This would be the one where we have our breakout. We were due for one. They were ripe for this one. You got the Ravens coming into Cleveland on a roll, a team that's back against the wall. Everybody's dogging them, okay? And then you bring in Jameis Winston, new life on offense. And guys are saying what they supposed to say, but as far as, you know, the switch from Winston getting hurt, or not Winston, sorry, Watson getting hurt and Winston coming in, you definitely see a difference in energy, all right? The guys, nobody's saying that from the organization, but you definitely see a difference in the energy, and the enthusiasm and the morale and just the extra juice that the players are playing with, and you saw that yesterday. So Winston 27 for 41, 334 yards and 3 touchdowns. The kid from Bessemer, Alabama. I've been watching Winston since he was a freshman at Florida State. I think it might have been his first game. He threw maybe 5 touchdowns against Pitt, and I can't stand Pitt. So I was like, wow, who was this kid from Alabama? You know, my daddy from Alabama. I done been down there. I done been to Bessemer. I done been all over Alabama. But yeah, he showed out. He showed out yesterday. And he was hitting. I like his decisiveness with the football, no matter where. Even if he throw it to the other team, he's decisive with it. But shout out to Jameis, man. 3 touchdowns, 334 yards. It was just what we needed. We saw a change, and Stefanski giving up play calling duties, turning them over to Dorsey. I do wonder what went into that. Was it just? I really don't know. I really wonder what went into that. But it worked for this week. We saw Tillman is continuing to get better and better and better, and more confidence each week. I'm like, I've been talking about this guy since we drafted him. Like, wow, hey, we need to use this guy, and he's finally getting his opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it. So shout out to that young man. Continue to get better. Continue to work, man. Continue to work. The sky's the limit for this kid. The defense held it down. I mean, they got some guys over there. They're gonna make plays. Henry, Flowers, Jackson. So these guys made plays, but we did enough on defense, especially with where we were short-handed on defense, losing our starting cornerback, losing Denzel Ward, losing JOK, and we pray that JOK is okay. He had a nasty collision with Henry, but it looks promising. He gave the fist up in the air, so we hope and wish for him a speedy recovery. But we look like a different ball team yesterday, and if we could continue with this type of play, hey, man, they play hard. We continue with this type of play, I think, we can beat anybody. All right, it's when you're playing with that level of intensity, that level of enthusiasm, and drive, you can beat anybody. So good for us. I actually missed the last play. It's 2 minutes to go, and I'm there. I'm waiting for at the 2-minute warning, looking for the last drive before Tillman's touchdown. But at the same time, I was supposed to go pick something up. We had purchased a table, a new dining room table, and I had to go pick it up. But I'm still sitting there. All of a sudden, I hear some footsteps coming down the stairs. Doom, 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 doom. And it's my wife. And she said, "What are you still doing here? I told the lady you were on your way." So I was like, man, listen to it on the radio. So I actually listened to the last drive on the radio, and I'm driving. I'm on 90. And when Tillman caught that pass, touchdown, touchdown. So, but it was cool. I came back home and watched the highlights. The things we do, things we do for the family and getting the table. But excited for our Browns, excited for the win. We got the Chargers next week. Again, with what we have, against the Chargers, I like us if we come out with that same level of intensity and want to that we did this game against the Ravens. Yeah, and they laughed at me. I said, this will be the game where we come out and we just light it up and we score 40 points. Scoring 29 for us is like scoring 50 with where we've been at over the last couple of weeks. So this was a breakout game, and we were due for one against our rivals, beat our rivals. And we got another hardball coming in, so we can go 2-0 against hardballs for the year. On a sad note, man, we mourn the pass of Jim Donovan, the longtime WKYC Channel 3 sportsman, and just a legend in Cleveland sports media. Jim Donovan, he's also the voice of the Cleveland Browns play-by-play radio, and just a fixture and a staple here in the Cleveland sports world, and just everything that he's contributed to the city of Cleveland. Learned that he was actually born and raised in Boston, but he made Cleveland his home, and just had so much love for Cleveland sports, and Cleveland had so much love for him. So we just, our prayers go out to his family as they mourn, his family and his colleagues and everyone that's mourning Jim Donovan. Because, man, if you know anything about Cleveland, the Browns, you know Jim Donovan, right? Became the voice of the Browns in 1999, when the Browns came back from when we lost the team to Baltimore. And he's just been here, and this guy worked. I mean, just thinking over the last few years, you're watching the news, you're watching Channel 3. He was there. He was at work, so he was throughout, fighting cancer, and he was still going to work and doing something that he loved to do. So I commend him, and just my thoughts and prayers go out to his family. So this is what we have for you today. Victory Monday, won over the Ravens. We got more rivals. We coming for you. We taking the North back. We taking it back. So if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to share. Be sure to comment. And be sure to subscribe.